Welcome back to the Vagrant Vault, everyone. I hope you all had a good holiday. I know mine was great. I'm here to open some of the stuff that I actually got for Christmas. I managed to get the Unova Heavy Hitters box. This box is way too large, but we're going to try to assuage, or not assuage the fears, but we're going to put to rest whether Black Bolt or White Flare are the better set. All right. Classic. The Pokeball always falls down. If a light breeze goes by. Holy cow. Why is there so much plastic? Oh my goodness. Alright. We have some promos. Actually, oh yeah, no, I was gonna say, these aren't even promos, but no, they are stamped promos. So what do we got? We have... Hiya! Get rid of those. Break everything. We have stamped promos of Zoroark, Victini, Zekrom, and Reshiram. So, right off the bat, very cool. This is where I think there's a lot of space use, or dead space, because I don't know, I just feel like 6 packs and an oversized card could have been packaged better, but oh well. We got that nice oversized Kyurem here, and we actually have a second one because they came as a 2-pack from Costco. So, we are going to open both of them. Since I have got back into Pokemon a while back, I have really enjoyed collecting specifically like these Cosmos foil. It's got a nice swirl on it right there. Is that picking up? Yeah, look at that swirl. Like Victini's casting a little spell. No other swirls on that one. I don't really care about the swirls. I just think they're fun when they're in like fun spots. Oh, Zoroark here. I do think it's funny that people collect fart swirls. One of my friends that's not even into Pokemon, she messaged me one day with like a video, like an Instagram short or whatever, about fart swirls. And she's like, is this a real thing? I was like, I guess. They made a video about it. Alright. I don't see any other swirls. So, without further ado, let's go right through Black Bolt, then we'll go to White Flare, and we'll see what set does us better. I love these sets so much. They've been really good to me. But I also just really like all the IRs. Like, I'm trying to collect them all. Hiya. Alright. Plus, like, the Unova Pokemon are just so... Like, I like them so much. You see? Patterns there too. I think growing up I really didn't like black and white, and I don't remember why. I think maybe I was like drifting out of Pokemon at the time, or maybe I wasn't, but my friends were. So if I remember correctly, actually, Superior EX. I think when Black Bolt and White Flare came out, I think I bought my friend George a copy of one of them, and because we both had DS's, and then we Like, I played it a bunch, but he didn't. And I think that alone, I remember getting Zekrom, but I think him not being interested is what somewhat drove me away from it. Because I was like, oh, like all my friends are outgrowing this. Got a Pokeball energy coin. I forgot how good the Pokeball foils in this are. Pansage and a Zekrom EX. I mean, getting a lot of EXs here. I guess 2 isn't really a lot, but 2 of 4 is a 50% pull rate, so. Although, recently in a PokeRev video, he made a comment that, like, I wonder if they're reprinting this stuff, but with, like, less pull rates. And while that's a little bit of, like, a tinfoil hat theory, look at that. Got that super nice Darumaka IR. A little bit of a tinfoil hat theory. It also, like, without the Pokemon Company, like TPCI, Pokemon Company International, coming out and saying, yeah, we're not doing that. Like, it could be true. Like, I know a lot of people, because they've been reprinting a lot of Prismatic Evolution stuff, or pushing out, maybe it's not reprinting, but maybe they like held on to stock or something. But people just haven't been getting pulls. And 151's another one. Like, a lot more product has been leaking out to the market. And like PokeRev even just, he opened like $3,000 or something like that of 151 and got like a Venusaur. Like, that was it. Thundurus, Palpitoad, and an Excadrill. All right. Not getting great things from Black Bolt here, but we're about halfway through. Fracture, Girder, oh, and an ultra rare Kyurem EX. One that I actually needed for my collection. I actually don't like, I know those are considered like full arts, but to me, like this Darumaka is a full art. Like, Kyurem is, I don't know, I don't like that distinction. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I guess in Magic we would call them extended art, but maybe that's just me being a stickler. I don't know. Larvesta, the saddest Cubchoo. Oh, we got Pokeball Axew. It's really nice looking, actually. And a Tranquil and a Volcarona. I guess I can sleeve up the Pokeball cards too. I just have them sitting off to the side. Alright, 3 more packs for Black Bolt, then we'll get into White Flare. We're essentially opening most of a booster box here, so this is a little bit longer of a video, but I like that Sandile artwork. The Fungus Amoongus, Beartic. Snivy. Snivy. I've always said Snivy, and I heard someone say Snivy, and I was like, that makes more sense. Alright, last pack, Pikachu. Bless it. Let us get, I don't know, I really want the monochrome Zekrom. but I know that's not going to happen. I know, like, you gotta believe in everything, but that's just not, that's not in the cards. Another IR would be nice here, though. We got a Pokeball Mana. Ooh, look at that. And an IR throw. Okay. So an ultra rare, 2 IRs, 3 Pokeballs, and 3 EXs from 12 packs. I mean, I feel like that's honestly not too bad. All right, so Black Bolt. This is what you're putting up. White Flare, represented by Delibird. Let's see what White Flare has to offer. Durant, and what is that? Pokeball Archeops. It's hard to get the camera to like capture the Pokeball. Ooh, and a Deerling. I actually don't like this. This Deerling is cool, but I don't like it as much as the one from, what is it, Temporal Forces, I think, is the one where it has Deerling and Sawsbuck have a continued art. I'll put it on screen right here, but it's a continued art from Deerling through the seasons to Sawsbuck through the seasons, and I really like that artwork. All right, we're gonna make that one stack there. All right, what was that? Is that the first pack? How many packs? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that was the first pack. That was a good first pack. All right. Pack 2. Oshawa. I really want the Oshawa IR. Sawsbuck. Vullaby Virizion. Honestly, I do think this is probably my favorite, like the Black Bolt White Flare are probably my favorite modern sets. There's just so much to offer from them. All right, our first EX. I think the pull rates are overall pretty good. Some of the artworks are killer. Like this Scraggy is just like, that is amazing artwork. The IRs are really good. We got a Pokeball Tool Scrapper. And a Joltik. That's our second Pokeball. Haven't seen a Master Ball yet. Maybe we'll get one. I do think the Master Balls are like 1 in like 100 packs or something crazy like that. It's the only reason that they're like worth anything is because they're just so rare. Honestly, White Flare not really doing too well here. Tepig. Turn up the heat, White Flare. All right, halfway through. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite Pokemon from the Unova region is. There's a lot of them to choose from. It was a really good Pokedex update. All right, we got a Pokeball Cottony, a Stunfisk, and an ultra rare Hydreigon. So we got one ultra rare so far. That makes our third Pokeball, which, I mean, that's more than we got from Black Bolt. I think we got 2 Pokeballs there. feel like I opened this pack already. Ferroseed, Yamask, and a Jellicent EX. Really good card for the TCB. Dano. What do we got here? A Pokeball Stoutland, one of my wife's favorite Pokemon. That's actually a really nice, like, the Pokeballs really pop on colorless creatures. Ooh, and an IR Scraggy. That's a really nice Scraggy artwork too. I feel like headbutting in the background. Maybe they're just fighting. Oh my gosh, look at the centering on this. Holy cow. That is so right heavy. And then this Scraggy, they're fighting in the background. They're all just collecting berries. Like, they're just out there living their best life. And then that not IR Stoutland, Pokeball Stoutland. 3 more packs. White Flare may take this. Because 3 packs, we can get another Hyper Rare. I mean, heck, we could get an SIR, which would just really seal the deal, but Scrafty, Woobat, and Chandelure. Zorua. Like, even this basic Deerling, like, this artwork is so fun. It's so nice. Like, it's just a common, but it has so much personality. Oshawott. Zoroark. Last pack, Delibird. Bring us your presents, bring us your gifts. I know Christmas was yesterday, but some religions are still celebrating, so bless us with those religious vibes. Is that appropriation, where I'm trying to take the luck from other, like, religious celebrations? I'm not trying to take the luck. I've walked myself into a hole here. I'm gonna stop talking. Alright. Ooh, actually, this is a really good Litwick art. I don't know that I've seen this one, or paid attention to it, rather. Like, also, hold on. Can we just talk for a second here? Why? So Litwick is the candle Pokemon, as it says right there, which, for some reason, it never... There's a poltergeist. For some reason, it never occurred to me. Like, my wife and I have talked before about, like, do they eat meat in the Pokemon world? And they do talk about, in either, I can't remember if it's the anime or one of the games or something, like, obviously Moo Moo Milk was introduced in Generation 2. And that's because that's where Miltank was introduced. But that also, like, started to turn the gears of people thinking about, okay, well, we drink the milk of Miltanks. Do we eat Miltanks for hamburgers? And I do think they talk about Tauros burgers, but, all right, we're getting a little off topic here, but are they then, because Pokemon, like, wild Pokemon are often portrayed as being like mindless, undomesticated animals, or the exact opposite, of being like super intelligent, like on equal levels, if not above intelligence of humanity. So are they eating Miltanks who are intelligent life forms capable of producing more than humanity? And is this actually just a really sad picture where these are a bunch of dead Litwicks because they are no longer animated? Or is Pokemon is Pokemon in general kind of like Rotom, where it's all just like a spirit that inhabits something to make it animated. Like, for instance, a spirit inhabits a fox, which makes it a Nickit, or a Vulpix, or a... I just realized, like, a week ago that Abracadabra, Alakazam are supposed to be foxes. I had no idea. Like, I have so many questions about the biology of Pokemon and, like, where a Pokemon's soul comes from. I'm going to do this for dramatic effect. What are the answers? Thank you for coming. Damn it! Thank you for attending my TED Talk. To really make you think about this children's card game. I like this Litwick artwork. That's what we're getting at. Okay. Rant done. Simisear, Leaveney, Liepard, Gigalith, and an Emboar. I don't really know who won this. Like, we got an extra IR over here. Oh no, we didn't. We only got 2 IRs over here. And 3, so yeah, I'm gonna say White Flare won this because we got an extra Pokeball and the same amount of Ultra Rares, same amount of IRs, and 1 less EX, but that's replaced. You know what? Actually, it's a holiday season. There are no losers. We're all just winners. This was a tie. Literally the same number of hits. 1 was just a EX and 1 was a Pokeball. So, thank you for joining me on this video. Yeah. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, let me know what your favorite Pokemon from the Unova region is. Let me know what some of the gifts that you got for Christmas were, or whatever holiday you may, I was going to say subscribe to, whatever holiday you may celebrate. Yeah, and hopefully you guys had a good holidays. From my family to yours, we all want to wish you a Happy New Year, as we're going to be ringing in the new year soon. And I will see you guys in the next one.